I've just been so fucking confused about making videos for some reason. I don't know why. Like, there are so many ideas that come through my head, and I'm already thinking a lot about next year. Something hit me hard yesterday though. I was watching this Sadhguru video where he's talking about his journey and how now and during COVID is the first time in 40 years where he's getting to stay in a place, and for the first time in his life he's getting to get his clothes out of a wardrobe, because he's been living out of a suitcase for 40 years. And he's completely he's completely serious about it. And then he was talking about that in the beginning of his journey, when he first made Isha, the first 2 years he spent all his savings and didn't charge a single rupee, Indian currency. And I think that's kind of cool. And then he literally ran out of money. The programs kept growing, and then he's like, okay, you're gonna pay us the expenses. And he was so crazy about it that he would give people receipts after events, at the final day of the event, and it would show this much for microphones, this much for carpets, this much for chairs, this much for whatever. And then at the end it would say, this money amount left was given to this charity. So it would show you every dollar where it went, and they wouldn't be taking a single dollar. And it's like, I think that's so fucking cool. And then he realized that that was like not working, or like he switched to something else. Not that they got corrupt, but they turned up the knob on practicality, I guess, or impact. And I'm really confused about this part, because man, like this idea that I'm just gonna sit here and beg for subscriptions, likes, comment on my video, share this video, favorite the video, send it to your friends, watch it again, put something, pay me, donate on this thing. Like, it feels like it's life itself, but it also feels like there's a better way to do this whole thing that doesn't have this like bitter like tone of like business exchange. Because I just want to be your friend. Like, I just want to be here. I just want to be here for you, and I just want you to be here for me. I don't want to charge you some stupid shit, like, but at the same time, obviously, if I want to scale, if I want to survive even, if you want me to be here, I need something. If Sadhguru can make programs in jail and travel the world and have a center where people can come and learn and contact world officials and do political events, he needs capital, he needs money, he needs investments. And that doesn't just come out of the sky, it comes out of nowhere. So he needs to ask for it, or he needs to set up a system where he gets something like that. And this is one of the biggest things that I feel like is a block for me right now, is how I want to be able to do this thing, which is practical, like a reminder maybe, or some kind of notification that, hey, like subscribing exists, or donations exist, or liking the video is helpful. But I don't know how to do that in a way that's funny and light and like, or something like, maybe there's a way to do it in a way that is like a joke almost. But I also feel stupid that it's like, that I'm like rejecting the model that we're using and being like kind of against it, trying to walk backwards. Feels impractical, and also feels stupid to reject the only thing that's here. Like, what else is there other than what I'm saying? But I'm still, it feels like there has to be some way of creating a relationship between me and you, or all of us, that is not exchange based. That is just what it is. It's just there. Like a parent and child, or like good friends, or like lovers or something, where you don't think about, oh, I'm gonna buy this chicken and my child is gonna like pay for it tomorrow. Like, you know, like you just buy it and you take care of them. Or your dog, you don't think your dog is gonna like pay you back some money because he's just living with you. You just love him, he just loves you. It doesn't happen out of like a financial, self-centered exchange relationship. This is one of the biggest dilemmas and blocks for me right now, because it feels necessary for people to remind ourselves of the things we even need to do. Like, people have to remind themselves to do the things that they want to do, whether it's go work out or make food or take care of themselves or even have fun. So how can I say that I don't need to remind people to subscribe or like the video? Because they might want to. You might want to support me, and I just don't help you support me. So how can I help you support me in a way that is actually helping you support me if you want to? That doesn't create this weird tone that like, oh, I want you to support me because you just should. Come on, do it. Like, guilt you into it. Or just like, just keep repeating it so many times that it just like reaches your head through pure repetition. Like no. Like, is there nothing better? This is so important to me. It feels like, because I feel like the most important thing I have is not myself. It's the relationship we have. I could have the biggest YouTube channel with all the money in the world, and if people don't trust me or care about me, or we have a good relationship, it's meaningless, because no one's gonna wanna support my take. It's not gonna work out for real change to come through me if we don't feel like there's a sense of trust. And on the other side, if you felt like I was completely worthy of your support, and I wasn't, and you felt like you really knew in some way that I wasn't here just to like be cool, but by myself, but to be cool together, for all of us to be cool, for all of us to do something better and do what we want and all this stuff. So your support for me is like literally supporting yourself. Just like by me supporting you, I support myself. That's why you'd want to support me. If I don't support you, why would you want to support me? But if I do support you, you will support me. And if you support me, I will support you. So it's all about this, the way that the relationship is set up. That's how life is built, on relationships. The forest. You know, the bees support the flowers and the flowers support the bees. It's not like the flowers just beg the bees to come and they don't help them out and they try to like fuck them over. That's how it works. Now there's different relationships where that does happen. Guess what? They really are supporting each other in a different way. I also just don't know what is my problem with filming and making the video part of it, and just the material aspect of the execution and the effort and the work, the grind that I have to put in order to really make this happen. There's some part of me that resists that, and I don't know if that's like out of me just being lazy or like not having this motivation to do it, or just feeling this like resistance that everyone has towards like taking a big step forward, or if it's actually coming out of a creative place of me looking at something, seeing something, and wanting to create something different. If it's a creative resistance, or if it's just a lazy resistance towards making the videos. So I'm thinking about that a lot. And I want to buy a better equipment, like my computer, to do video editing and all this type of stuff. So I can and learn to get better at it, so that I could express myself clearer, better. Really allow my ideas, my communication to be clear for you, to be totally here for you, the way that I see it in my head, or the way that you could potentially see it in its best form, not just like some random fucking video that I just like pull out my phone and like, hey, what's up, guys? Well, like, that's cool too, but like, yeah, these videos are probably not the easiest videos on YouTube to watch on the eyes. There's nowhere your eyes can go. I'm not barely trying to even make it that way, because I'm just really focused on the content of the expression in its essence right now, because I don't feel like the essence is coming through. Once the essence is coming through, all the nuances, the details, the colors, the shapes, the form of how it comes through can be taken care of. That's what I think. That's how I feel. So the essence is the most important. I can worry about all the other things. I can get 100,000 subscribers, like one of my friends did, and still feel like it's going nowhere. Just be stuck in an infinite rat wheel, making more and more videos and getting more and more subs and getting more, but going nowhere. Just more and more and more and more, but it goes nowhere. It's like you make money and you have houses and you buy this and you do this, but like there's nothing changing. There's nothing actually happening in your life. So first you've got to be essence. Once the essence is there, I feel like I can take this YouTube thing and scale it the fuck up. Same thing with my exercise. Like, I gotta build the foundation to be able to move. Imagine if you knew that your form was so clean you could never injure yourself accidentally. Imagine if you had such clean cardio that you knew you would never get tired. Like, that's what I want to have. And then from there, I can start to crank that up. Get crazy with this stuff. Start going to the next level. Start running all the time. But if I just force myself to run all the time with bad form, that's a very short term, or even maybe medium term goal. Because long term, I'm not going to be able to be my best. And if I want to be my absolute best, if I want to perform my absolute best, I can't just go. Can't just go. You gotta figure it out. If you want the car to win the best race in the world, you can't just press the gas and drive. You need to make sure everything works perfectly. You need to optimize everything. First, you gotta start with the core. What is the engine? What is the drive? How does it work? What is the fuel? How does the tires clip onto the suspension and the transition thing and the gears? And it's like, and then you gotta figure out, okay, the body. How does the body work? But if you have the best body and the best tires and the best team, the best driving with no good engine, there's no winning. So it's all about getting the essence, the foundation. No matter how long that takes. Sometimes that takes very, very long. Will be no success in any site for maybe years. Like, I'm thinking I need to do this for 40 years or the rest of my life. So I'm not having this approach like this needs to happen next year or 5 years or even 10 years. This is my life's mission. This is what my life's battle is. I'm going to keep going. This is the song of my being that I'm going to dance to forever, that I'm choosing to dance with. So this is it. This is the journey that I really feel is beautiful to go on, and I'm going to try my very best to keep going in the best way I can every moment that I can. And that's the ethos of my life in some way. That I will do everything I can every single day, every single moment to be my best and respect everybody who's on the same path of their own choice. I love you. Thank you for supporting or watching these videos. And I'm sorry for not being a perfect video maker guy. And I'm gonna get better. So you can look forward to that. And I'm gonna look forward to that. It's fun. I love expressing myself. I love being with you. And we are one. I am you. We're just a self seeing itself through each other. But that's a different video. Okay.